Time to take a break from lobster mini season.
Why is there such a rush just like this one day?
Opening day, and everyone wants to get out there and get them first picking.
It's time to count up the mini season bounty.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like a small dog.
Law enforcement here at Sansprit Park and Stewart is checking the catch on most every boat.
We got more guys on the water.
Every lobster measured.
Measure from the horns. And if this goes over his hard carapace onto the soft tail, he's too short.
So he's good.
He's good.
So how exactly do you catch one of these guys? Swim down, spot the antenna, then
Tap him until he comes out. So he comes out. Once he's out of the hole, you just put the net behind him, tap him on the head, and go right back into the net.
And now that the 2-day season is wrapping up,
We're going to take these to work and have dinner next shift, so.
it's time to fire up the grills for the big lobster parties to begin.
We got people coming from all over town wanting to look at them, eat them, touch them, kids hold them up, pictures. It'll be fun.
Obviously, we're not on Bourbon Street for the big game. But honestly, we don't need that scene. Just give us a camera, a car, and a couple of hours, and we'll show you how the Super Bowl's done South Florida style. When you want bone-crunching football, you turn to a place that has plastic flamingos, manatees, and a mermaid under a waterfall. Wait, what? Mini golf and football together? Where do I sign up for that? Putting around Delray Beach put on their Super Bowl party by shelling out free food, setting up new flat-screen TVs, and giving folks a discount on 18 holes.
There'll definitely be something here for them to enjoy.
Tiger, be on alert. I just knocked that putt in. Let's go watch kickoff. Now, maybe your taste buds call for something a bit more rowdy. Boston's and Sandbar in Delray giving pigskin fans all they could handle.
Bingo! Bingo! Bingo!
A lot of food, a lot of booze.
Now to see what Clematis has to offer. And did somebody say wings? Roxy's Bar holding its second annual chicken wing eating contest during halftime of the Super Bowl. The key to winning? Stuff your face and I guess lose your shirt?
I had a white shirt on. I didn't want to get any sauce because, I can't walk around with sauce on the shirt. It's not a good look.
What a Super Bowl Sunday. I know that I had a blast. I hope you did too. Now the Ravens, they're Super Bowl champs. They don't have to go to work tomorrow, but all these people, they do. For CBS 12 News, I'm Carl Mann.
This was the scene today as thousands packed the Pensacola Beach to get a look at the Blue Angels air show. And though lightning did put a small damper on things, everyone here wouldn't let it put a damper on their spirits. The reviews are in.
Awesome. One of the best shows I've ever seen out here on the pier.
Pretty good show y'all got here.
I love it.
After nearly an hour of daring stunts and jaw-dropping tricks, the Blues captivated the overflowing crowd, and the excitement even left one of their smallest fans speechless.
Who are you here to see?
But for a long 30 minutes today, some questioned if the Blue Angels would fly, at least fly at 2 o'clock as planned. At 11:45 this morning, lightning was seen on the radar just 3 miles away. Beach security took quick action, sending residents to seek shelter in their cars or huddle under their tents. The small scare stirred up memories from 3 years ago.
In the end, I think a couple of kids actually got killed and got struck by lightning right up here by the pavilion. So, you got to take this serious.
But as they say in Florida, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. Soon the storm passed and the show took center stage. And what a show it was. Everyone's favorite maneuvers were executed to perfection.
There's a couple of them crossing in front of you, and the one comes up from behind you going really fast. That's one of my favorite ones.
There was one maneuver where it was like one plane, and they were almost past the pier before you could realize it was actually two.
And though it's been a tough couple months for the Blues, what with their commander resigning in May and a new flight leader stepping in, today they showed they were back on top.
I love the show. I come every year.
Reporting from Pensacola Beach, Jacqueline Heinz, Channel 3 News.
I figure we're at the Sugar Bowl. I'm going to give me some sugar. We're at the Sugar Bowl, and I'm just trying to get some sugar for good luck. Hey, Albert, go ahead and play. It's the game, son.
Let's go, Cavs!
Here in Wet County, we're all about getting out and having fun.
And in this episode, we're taking you to the great outdoors to show you all the activities you can do on the Gulf Coast outside. Now, there's plenty to do here on the ground, but we want to see what kind of fun you could have from above. Wet County here at Adventures Unlimited, where we're doing a little zip lining, but also getting a nature lesson from a bird's eye view.
14 zip lines and 2 sky bridges, and you'll traverse through the trees and along the river. This gives you a whole different perspective of looking down in the swamp areas, or looking down in the hardwood forests, or looking down from above on the river. It's just not a view that we get normally. Our longest zip is just over 900 feet, and it's really exciting because it's the majority of the time you're zipping right down the river with the canoers and kayakers underneath you. And we haven't had one person come off and go, gee, that was boring. Nah, that doesn't happen. It's exhilarating.
Got my carabiner to lock on, my safety lanyards, my gloves to grab, and my bandana because it looks cool. Up, and now we're ready. This thing's snug.
It's like you're waiting in a waiting room.
Ah, Wet County! This entire ecosystem is pretty diverse.
It is, and we'll be traveling from the piney uplands through the swampy areas to the hardwood forest, and then we talk about the different ecosystems, we talk about the history, we talk about conservation, how the river is formed, and how the different types of forests develop and why. Try to educate people and point out wildlife along the way.
So Woody Woodpecker, he shows up right over there in that hole.
We did have one guy show up with a beer in one hand and his flip-flops on, saying he was ready to zip. No alcohol allowed, so you'll have to celebrate afterwards.
Hear that? No ZUIs, people. Do you guys make a lot of zip jokes? Like when someone's like, where are you? Like, I'll be there in a zip. Zip it up!
Take your legs up.
So we are going there.
Up there, and then you're going to just step off that platform.
Can you hear me? Did you have a late night like we did? You sounded just as rough. All right, we've had a great time here at Adventures Unlimited in Milton. Come on up, do some zip lining, some canoeing, tubes, and you guys take care. I'm gonna zip on out of here. Get it?